some snow. I just got a private show.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So if you read the title, you'll see this is another editing one-on-one video, but instead of it being on PC, this will be on like a tablet, iPad, whatever. And I've been meaning to do this video for a minute, but this type of video takes super long, I feel like, to edit, because when I edited the other video, it took a while for me to edit it. And I'll leave that video in the description as well for people that want to see that. Maybe you don't have an iPad or a tablet, you just have a computer. I have a video on how I edit my pictures on PC, like a walkthrough, no speed ups, no nothing. So I've been wanting to do this tablet version for the longest. I've been procrastinating per usual, and I wanted to like be extra. So y'all probably like, girl, where you at? You in the bathroom? So I'm at my house, but I just res this backdrop like in the air, kind of sort of on top of my house, and I sat there and took a picture. I'll show y'all the raw unedited picture right now so y'all can see. The pose that I'm doing is by the one and only OG, and it is called Fashion Shoot, and that pose is only located on their marketplace. The link to the pose will be in the description, as well as their main store if y'all want to go get some other poses for y'all pictures. So the way that I want this to go, to make it easier for me, I feel like what I did was I sat there and I recorded editing on my iPad, and then I did a voiceover for y'all so that y'all can understand like what I'm doing, because I have so many videos of me like showing y'all how I edit on my iPad. So that's why I feel like it's very crucial for me to actually be talking, like doing a voiceover or something throughout the whole editing process, because y'all will be like, wait, what did you do? What are you doing? I don't understand. Da, 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 da. I tried to make this video as short as possible, but we gotta stay true to it and make the video editing process in real time, because I don't want to be like, oh yeah, I edit this picture in 30 minutes and then I cut it down to like 5-10 minutes. Like, bro, that's unrealistic. So hopefully y'all like this though. Like I said, I'm gonna be talking through the editing process. I'm just letting y'all know, if the video is too long for you, you can obviously like speed the video up. Just know I will be talking, so if you need to hear me say certain things, make sure you put the speed back on normal and stuff so you can fully understand what I'm saying, because I don't want y'all to be confused when y'all out here trying to edit y'all pictures. We're gonna get into the editing portion of the video, and yeah, hopefully this is easy to understand. All right, y'all, so first what I like to do is outline my avatar. So as y'all can see, I'm sitting here struggling trying to add a new layer. So you always want to make sure that you add a new layer, like always. Y'all gonna see throughout the video that I double, triple, quadruple check to see like, did I add a new layer? No, I didn't add a new layer, because sometimes you might get to editing or drawing and then you're drawing on the wrong layer. So y'all gonna see that throughout the video. But as you can see, I like to be very precise, kinda, and you're gonna see me like go back because I don't like the way certain lines look. I'm continuing to draw the lines on the thigh, or technically this is the booty thigh. What's the thigh booty part? I don't know. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So I'm just continuing to draw the line downward, and then the little thigh piece right there, that little triangle piece, I'm gonna draw over that too. And then on the other side, I'm gonna continue on the little thigh piece triangle part, continuing to outline the thigh or whatever. Like, it kind of adds depth to your edits when you outline certain parts of the body. Well, technically, if the skin is showing, I outline it. Like clothes, I don't really outline clothes for real, but like, say if it's my hands, my avatar's hands, feet, toes, thigh, leg, like stuff like that, I always make sure I outline it, because it just makes it look more crisp and sharp. And that little hump part on her thigh, I don't know why her leg got a little bump right there, but I noticed that when I was editing. I was just like, what is this? But I was like, okay, whatever. You're not really gonna see that anyway, like when you post it on Instagram or something. So y'all seen the notification. Sometimes y'all on iPad, I'm not gonna lie, my iPad will stop recording and then I'll have to continue recording. Like, it really be annoying. So as y'all can see, I'm trying to continue the leg. I have to zoom in times like 100 to get the right angles to outline the leg or just outline in general. So I'm just continuing to draw this line. This is like the slowest process, outlining, but it really makes a difference compared to not outlining. It really makes your avatar pop, so that, I don't know how to explain it. Like, especially if you have very sophisticated backgrounds, like backdrops and stuff like that, it helps to make your avatar look front and center because you outlined it. Like, I don't know how to explain it, y'all, but so now I'm starting to outline like the fingers and the nails. Some of my nails, well, first and foremost, y'all, I got my nails from nylon, y'all already know. And these nails that I have are like kind of like see-through ish. So that was another reason why I was like, I need to outline these nails, because you can't really, like, from a distance, you can't really see her nails. And then I messed up. You can't really see her fingernails like that because it's like they blend in with the energy drink that she's holding. So I'm sitting here slowly trying to outline the fingers and the nails so that you can see. And then sometimes when my lines are not crisp enough, and then I accidentally zoomed out. Sometimes when my lines are not crisp enough, I still sit there and like erase and redraw. I'll sometimes redraw a line like 4 times until I get it right, because I don't know, y'all, I be having like OCD where I can't just draw a line and be like, oh well, I'm gonna leave it. Like, no, like, it be bothering me. Like, it'll look weird and I'll just be like, if it looks weird to me, it looks weird to other people. Like, I don't know, like, I'm very particular with how I draw lines and stuff like that. And it's really just lines, because lines are very, I feel like, noticeable compared to like other things you edit, like shadows, highlights. So I'm continuing to draw the lines around the finger. Like I said, this takes the longest. Y'all gonna see when I do like the shadows and highlights and stuff, how quick it is to do. The longest part that takes for me is the outlining, and then I'm erasing some of the, I don't know, because the pencil brush that I use, sometimes it has like a, I don't know how to explain it, but I don't like the edges of like the strokes of the brush. So sometimes to define my lines, I might go and erase certain I don't know how to explain it, y'all. I really don't. Sometimes I'll just go and erase to make the lines look more crisp, basically. As you can see, I'm erasing to make it look more crisp. And then I'm sharpening it. Oh, I love when I do that. Y'all see what I did? Like, I erased it and made the end of the line pointy. I think I did that in my when I did the first editing 101 video. I think I did that on PC, but it's easier to do on iPad than it is on PC. Like, oh my gosh, it'll take me like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 times to end up getting the like pointy end to look good. I don't know how to explain it. I done said that about 100 times, but I really don't. And I'm just continuing to go around and fix some of like the edges, because some of them are kind of thick. Like the strokes for the brush that I use, are the lines are like OD thick, and I don't like that. So I'll sit there, like I said, OCD, my OCD kicks in when I edit on iPad, I swear. So I'm going in and trying to crisp the lines to make them look more cleaner, because they're the lines. And also, I used to put my outlines for my pictures, like when I would outline certain things when I edit, I would make the lines like I would put them on soft light so they're not just black. But I find that when they're just plain black like this, y'all gonna see what I mean too. Like when I zoom out, it looks better. Like it gives it more definition. I feel like when it's in soft light mode, when you go to like the layer settings and stuff, it looks bland. Like I don't know, it just looks bland. But as you can see, I'm sitting there erasing the lines, making them look more crisp. Now I'm drawing for the thumb. And I had to erase like maybe 2 or 3 times for the thumb because of the way the nail design is. And I was like, wait, that don't look right. Like, ew. So I had to sit there and make it look kind of better. So y'all gonna see I'm erasing a little bit, trying to make the end of the points pointy to give them, I don't know how to explain it, y'all. I really don't. To give it more of a realism look, I guess. Because like I said, I leave my outlines in black. Y'all gonna see the end result. I leave them black. I don't make them lighter and stuff like that. Like I just leave them how they are. So you kind of can see, like if somebody was to zoom in, you probably would be able to see like why that line look like that. Like if you're a true editor, if you edit, if you have history editing, like I feel like you look for certain things like that. Not saying all the time, but you like notice those type of things on other people's pictures or maybe your own pictures. So I like to make sure I clean up stuff like that. And then I was being extra. I ain't gonna lie, I don't even think I really had to outline this. I'm literally outlining the back of her like onesie thing. Like you can't even really see that for real. Like I was just being extra, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm outlining her back because it's showing her skin. And yeah, this is really uncalled for, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm going in, I'm about to erase some stuff because OCD at its finest. When I feel like stuff don't look right to me, like I have to fix it because it's going to irk me. Like it's gonna draw my eyes to it every time if I don't fix it. So I'm just cleaning up the lines a little bit, cleaning up, and then I'm being extra again. Oh, I missed the piece. Let me draw this up here. Like you literally can't see that. Like why am I like I don't know, y'all. So then I took a break. So that's why it cut to that. I took a break and I was like, all right. Because also, I don't like making my edits, like when I'm recording on my iPad, I don't like the videos to be super long. But I'm drawing her nose contour. I'm using Gaussian blur. I think I put it on soft light, the layer on soft light. So I make it to where it's noticeable, but when you zoom out, it's not super noticeable. Because there's been times where I done added highlights to her face. Up close, it looks good, and then you zoom out, and it's just like super bright white spots on her face. Like that looks weird. So a tip I like to do when I'm doing highlights and stuff, especially highlights. Shadows, I feel like you kind of can get away with the shadows. Highlights, make sure it looks good zoomed in and zoomed out, because I've made the mistake even on my thumbnails. Y'all can go on my YouTube channel. I have thumbnails where I've edited my thumbnails and she has like a bright nose or she has a bright chin or bright cheek. Like it just looks weird because it looks good up close, but then when I zoomed out, I didn't really look at it for real, so it looks off. So now I'm just doing shadows for her hair and her fingers, or I think we're gonna wait to get to the fingers. But I'm doing a shadow above her arm for realism. And then eventually I'm gonna do Gaussian blur. And I love Gaussian blur, y'all. Oh my gosh, I love it. Gaussian blur. You see I'm zooming out to see like, oh, does this look good from a distance or does it just look good up close? So you need to make sure you pay attention to that. And then I'm erasing, gotta be extra. I'm erasing the ends of the shadow to make the ends like pointy. And then I'm gonna do it to the other side too, y'all. Like, I'm just extra. Y'all gonna understand when you get to editing a lot, you gonna understand like sometimes it's just in your nature to be extra when you're editing, bro. Like literally. And I've gotten to that point where I just have to be extra. I don't know why. So I'm trying to make sure it looks good, like it doesn't look too dark, that it just looks natural, like a natural shadow. Like I didn't want a super dramatic shadow, like oh my gosh, like. So I think now I'm gonna do her chin, adding shadow under her chin. I love adding shadow underneath the chin. That's like my favorite place to add shadow, I swear. On all of my, not all of them, but most of my thumbnails for my YouTube channel, I have shadow under her chin. If I took the thumbnail picture and she didn't have shadow prior, I'll literally add my own shadow. I don't care. Like it just looks so real. It just looks so pretty. And then I'm just shaping up her shadow. It kind of look like a beard a little bit. Like I'm shaping up her beard. And then I'm trying to see the level of intensity that I want this shadow to look. Because sometimes if the shadow is too dark, it'll look super fake. Sometimes if the shadow is super light, it'll look just bad. Like it just, I don't know. So I'm making sure it's the right shade. And then once I do that, I start to erase the shadow on her chin above the line that I drew. So that way it's like some type of contrast or whatever. See, it just made her like face pop a little bit. So now I think I'm about to start adding shadow to her fingers, or maybe not. So we gonna add shadow to the booty because technically she's like leaning on the sink. I think this is the sink. Yeah, she's leaning on the sink, kind of, sort of. So I'm adding shadow like under her booty. And then I'm trying to see like, okay, so how does this look? I don't know. And then I'm erasing some of it. I don't know why I was using such a small brush to erase, but just extra for no reason, right? Okay. So now I'm using Gaussian blur. And then I think I'm gonna use Gaussian blur again because I'm like, that don't look right. That's too, it just look fake. So now I'm starting to erase the shadow that's on her actual skin because it don't look right. So making sure you erase up to the line. Don't erase outside the line or try not to. I think I made my brush bigger, but yeah. Sometimes when you want to be more detailed, make the brush little, like the closer you get to the line, you know, use a smaller brush. But besides that, use like a bigger brush because yeah, you see how I'm going like to the line and then I'm like, all right, and then I just start erasing all of it, whatever. And I still don't like that shadow. As y'all can see, like I'm very indecisive. I'm like, I don't like how that look. It look fake. I'm zooming in and out like, do I like this? Do this look right? I don't know. It don't look right. Like I'm literally, I'm indecisive. I'm like, I don't know if I like this or not. I think also at this moment, y'all could see like it's like a grayish, it looks like a fog or like smoke or something. I'm like, what is this? I was trying to figure it out. I still don't know what it was. I think it was part of the picture. So y'all gonna see, I'm gonna end up using the little AI generator thing, whatever, where basically it's gonna blend it. It's like an AI tool and it's gonna blend it so that it kind of looks better. It didn't blend it completely, but it blended it mostly. I don't know if that makes sense. So I was like, you know what? I don't even care. Oh well, because the more you keep using the little AI feature, it starts to mess up because it's kind of like, wait, what are you trying to tell me to do? Because you got to think about it, it's like a computer, it's a robot. So if you keep using it in the same spot is going to start looking weird, and it's going to start making stuff appear that you probably didn't even want it to do. Like you might have wanted it to blend something, and then it's going to start making stuff disappear on a picture. Like I've done that so many times. So anyways, now I'm starting to add a highlight to her hair. Just go crazy with the highlight. And now Gaussian blur. I'm trying to see how shiny I want her. What is this hairstyle called? I forgot. I'm trying to see how shiny I want her hair to be. I'm trying to see like if it looks real or if it looks fake. So I'm trying to see. And then I'm adding highlight to her bodysuit and then her elbow. I don't even know. I'm just adding highlight, just add highlight. But yeah, I said in my previous editing video, I just go based off of the picture, like whatever whitish areas or lighter areas like on her body and stuff, I'll just go over that and add more highlight to it. So basically I'm emphasizing the shine that's already on her, if that makes sense. So now I'm gonna add some shadow to under her boob, just one, because the other one, like the hair is over, you can't really see for real. So I'm trying to make the lines look more crisp, making the end pieces look pointy or sharp, whatever you want to call it. Doing Gaussian blur to see what looks more real, because I don't want it to look fake. Like that kind of looks fake. See, now that looks better. See? Or even if you don't want to keep using Gaussian blur, because sometimes the most I'll use Gaussian blur on one thing is like twice. After that, it's like, what's the point of using Gaussian blur? So I'll just turn down the opacity. Like say if I use Gaussian blur one time and I'm like, that still looks fake and I don't want to reuse Gaussian blur, I'll just turn down the opacity, basically. So now I'm adding like highlight or shine on her legs and stuff, like on her skin, to make it look more realistic. And every time I'm zooming out, I'm trying to see like, okay, does this look right? Okay, does this look right? Okay. Then you're gonna go to soft light, Gaussian blur, trying to see what level I should put the Gaussian blur on to make it look real, so it don't look fake. Because there's been times I've been trying to highlight like her skin or something and it'll just look fake. Like you could just tell I drew on some highlight. So I'll be really trying to check like, okay, does this look right or does this look bad? I still didn't add the shadow for her fingers. Like, what am I doing? I'm trying to see the stroke. Like, whenever y'all see me draw a random line and then I press the back button, I'm trying to see like how big the brush size is. So now I'm adding shadows around her fingers and stuff. And then obviously gotta go around with the eraser and make them lines look more crisp, because duh. Because they just be looking messy sometimes. I don't like that. Like I don't know, like when I edit, I'm like a perfectionist, especially on iPad, because iPad is like you're drawing on paper or something. So you can be more precise compared to on a computer. For me, it's harder to be as precise as I want because it's like I'm using a mouse. Like, come on now. My flick of my wrist ain't that good. I used to be kind of good when it came to editing on PC. Now I feel like I'm a rookie. Like, seriously, I feel like a rookie. So now I'm gonna go in and erase the shadow that's on the top of the energy drink, because I feel like it don't look right. Like, So I'm just perfecting that, making sure that looks good. Zooming out as needed to make sure everything looks fine. And now I'm gonna be extra again and add some like shadow to her mouth. So yeah, gotta be extra. And now I'm erasing like the corners or the like the edges and stuff to make it look real. And then I just was like, that don't look right. So I'm gonna redraw it because the placement that I drew it looked weird. So I'm trying to draw it like under her top lip, because technically if you would have shadow, it would be under your top lip. Gaussian blur. And then I'm gonna go and erase the black that's on her top lip so that it makes it look more real. I don't know, y'all. I don't know if you really could tell the difference. I can tell the difference, but yeah. It just make her mouth pop. And then I'm gonna add some like shine to her bottom lip, because why not? A little Gaussian blur, you know. Let me see. Oh wait, no, that's too much. And then I'm gonna dim down the opacity like I said prior. So yeah, that was really about it. And then I'm gonna show y'all the end result, and hopefully this video was helpful. Hopefully y'all liked the video.
Oh no, I'm back. Remix killer, drop that ass on the floor and come back. Rotate it. Don't be too proud to say I'm your fave.